Welcome everyone, today we have a special banner guide for Honkai Star Rail. In this video, we'll look into multiple ways of getting more 5 stars on the banner, whether it's by single summon or multiple summons, and also getting multiple 5 stars. So I have prepared a lot of notes we have in the past from Genshin Impact, and I want to go through the whole system of the pity system and also of the summoning system. What are the rates you can get at each stage of the summonings, which will be very important as you come towards your pity. How many summons do you need to get a 5 star? How many for the full completion of the add-on 6 of a 5 star, and also how many summons do you need for a limited banner 5 star. After that, we'll go through some of the important things of keeping track of the pity counters and also your summoning, because those actually worth a lot of warps. And finally, we also have a special part which we talk about the single summon and also multi-summon, which you can have a slightly higher rate of getting more 5 stars. We'll talk about the method, and I actually will try to use this method in the game as well with my 20 summons. Now, because this will be the first banner rate video we're looking into for Honkai Star Rail, we'll be having more videos in the future about the standard banner, about getting more weapons, about getting more characters on different banners. Let's say if you're going for weapon banner or other banners. But this particular video will focus on getting the limited character on the limited banner. And currently we have the Sea Light banner. As you can see over here, some of the viewers were telling me they were getting multiple 5 stars, and they were getting Sea Light, they were getting a lot of nice 5 stars. So in this video, we want to have a look at what are the method of getting more 5 stars and what can be used for us. Now, in order to provide you guys with a better rates and also better summary, we are fortunate to have a lot of resources from Genshin Impact. So previously, I have made a lot of Genshin Impact guides and also have lots of information about the rates and also simulations. This really helps us because we know exactly how the pity works and how the system works. And at the first part, I'll briefly go through this with you guys. On the second part, we'll share some of the method and some tips. So over here are 2 pieces of very important information. The first one is from over 10 million simulations of the data. The second one is how many summons do you need to get a 5 star, to get any 4 star, or to get a weapon in Genshin Impact. But this also works for Honkai Star Rail. The rates are exactly the same, and so is the system. Now, what you want to notice is the distribution of the 5 star items is very different between 1 to 20 summons. So 2.9 to 2.7. After that, this falls all the way to 1.95, and this spikes up by over 500% at 54%. At 76 to 80, and this is why I say you get over 500% bonus rate if you do this correctly at a certain interval. So over here, I decided to write about the scenarios of what happens when you summon on the limited banner. So let's say if I'm summoning on the Sea Light banner. Currently, I have not summoned on the banner yet. I still want to make more videos because I want to decide whether she's worth it for me or wait for new characters. So if you're summoning on the limited banner, the first scenario is that you get a 5 star eventually, or maybe luckily enough very early. If this is a limited banner 5 star, well, you're happy, right? I don't think you need to do more. But if this is not in limited banner 5 star, you actually lost the 50-50. The 50-50 is because the rate up for the limited banner 5 star currently for Sea Light is 50% if you get a 5 star. And this actually, 50 chance to lose this one, right? But if you do lose the 50-50, the next 5 star you get will be Sea Light. And this is the basic scenario with a limited banner. Now coming over to some more details with the rates and also the rate spikes. So here, any chance of getting a 5 star on the limited banner, here are the rates. So if you're summoning between 1 to 75, your chance of getting a 5 star over 75 wishes together is only 36%. So this is the graph, and here this is before the spike. So before your 76 wish, your chance of getting those 5 stars are only 36%. But the moment you go beyond 76 summons, your rate dramatically spikes up. And this is what people call the soft pity. But to give you guys more perspective, I decided to break them into 3 parts. And of course, most of the viewers do not get to 90 summon because they will get their soft pity before 90 summons. And this is why the rate of getting a 90 summon 5 star is actually very rare. Now you guys might be wondering, so what are my rates of getting a 5 star or multiple 5 stars? Well, we do have some additional rates over here. I want to provide you guys with a better summary. So on average, if we're rolling on the limited banner to get a 5 star character, this is not a limited character by the way, just any 5 star, it would be 69 wishes. Pretty interesting number, right? So after that, if you're trying to get all 5 duplicates or 6 duplicates of your limited banner 5 star, let's say if you're on the add-on 6 for Sea Light, it will cost you 725 wishes. So for those WoW viewers, here is your number. Now, if you're wondering, it will cost you 94 wishes on average to get Sea Light. So let's say if you're summoning on this banner, sometimes you will get lucky. Before the 90 wishes, around 76 or 80 wishes, you will get Sea Light. Other times, you have to wait for the second 50-50. So this is why on average, it is 94 wishes. And this actually takes into the consolidated rate, which is 1.6%. And that only comes after 90 wishes. Now for a free-to-play player, this is actually quite important because you can see here I have saved over how many? I've saved over 130 wishes for my limited banner. I want to save somewhere over 94, maybe 180 wishes, so I can guarantee myself for at least 2 limited banner characters if my luck is okay. And in the future, we'll compare what characters I want to summon. I'm still undecided. We still have lots of time, right? We still have 13 days, so lots of time to decide. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of free Jade guides, new events, official updates, and also free-to-play tips and also tricks to Honkai Star Rail. And make sure you turn on the notification, guys, because some of the events and also some of the updates may be time limited and with a limited number of giveaways. Like in this particular guide, only 2,000 players can get the lucky giveaway for 3,000 Jades. So make sure you subscribe and also turn the notification on. And if you look over here, a lot of you haven't turned it on. We have over 80% people who haven't turned it on. So make sure you turn it on for the latest news and also all the freebies with Honkai Star Rail. Now, before we go into the tricks and methods, I also want to show you guys a very important thing of keeping track of the PD counters and also banner history. So if you come over here and notice where my mouth is, if you click view details, you can see how many summons you have made on each of the banners. I have not made any summons on the limited banners, but I have made about 61 summons on the standard banner. And we'll summon the standard banner very soon, I'll show you guys. What you want to do is come to records and also click to see when was the last time you got a 5-star. This will actually determine when is the next time you get a 5-star. So you can see I actually got my 5-star on the 11th summon. So I have summoned into 50 more without a 5-star. And by our rates, what you're going to see here is I'm very close to 76 of pity. But before that, my rates are really low. So you can see over here, knowing I have 20 standard banner tickets, I will ideally get to 70 summons, and very likely during the live recording of this video, I will not get a 5-star. Well, if I do, I want to prove myself wrong, right? I'll be really lucky. So the rates of getting a 5-star between 50 to 70, I'm looking at 2.26, 2.22, 2.13, 2.4. I'm looking at about a 9% chance of getting my 5-stars between those 220 summons. And those are considered to be the lowest rates of getting 5-stars. Yeah, I kind of want to show you guys how unlucky I am if I start summoning. Now, a very special point to be highlighted over here is that before we talk about the soft pity, the soft pity is after you have accumulated 76 summons on the limited banner without a 5-star. And then you should stop summoning until you have a banner that is limited banner that you want. Because this soft pity is worth over 8,000 Jade in terms of Jade. So I'm translating the values and also translating the history of the Jade. I'm talking about the limited banner over here. You can summon the standard banner whenever you want. So I'm saying the limited banner here, it's very important to keep a track of your record. And this is actually hidden in value. You do not want to waste this. And similarly, if you lost your first 50-50, the second 50-50 is worth over 10,000 Jade. Now you might not think so, this is a big deal, because you have so much free gems at the start of the game, but later on, guys, this will make a big game changer. So what my advice to most of the free-to-play players is, you don't want to waste your soft pity or your guarantee. If you just summon it out for the 4-star characters, notice here we have limited banner 4-stars. I mean, Hook is not bad, Pella and also Natasha is not bad as well. But keep in mind, guys, if you summon it for the 4-stars, it's not worth it once you go over the soft pity mark. It is also not worth it if you have the 100% guarantee. Because if you accidentally waste it because you're trying to get a 4-star, you waste a lot of, potential Jade. And this will be especially the case if you're saving for Kafka or Silver Wolf and you summon it on the Jingyuan banner. So I will make a video about that as well very soon. Now finally, I mentioned about some tricks and also methods to do 1 time and also 10 times summons. And you can see one of the viewers sent me this one as well. They got 2 5-star, right? So how do you get multiple 5-stars and also how to increase your chance of a 5-star? Now do keep in mind, guys, it's hard to 100% prove this by science, but we do see a pattern using this method. So usually with a 1-time summons, what is recommended by most of the simulation and also the data and also numbers is that you do the simulation on the first 0 to 30 summons. Sometimes I do it on the first 0 to 20 summons just because I'm lazy. So 0 to 20 or 0 to 30 is a really good time to do your single summons. So what I mean by that is, if I come over to my PD counter, so my rates counter, let's say this is the example if you're looking at the standard, if you look at a limited banner. So we're looking at the standard banner because I don't have the data on the limited banner. So here, you see I got a welt, and I got welt on the 26th of April on the launch of the game. and this is because I was rerolling. So after rod, for the next 20 or 30 summons, if I do single summons, my rates will slightly be improved. And if you guys don't believe me, you can see the rates changes over here. Between 1 to 30, the rates are slightly higher, and this is the best time to do single summons. Now, once you did those single summons, after summoning 30 times, what you want to start to do is you want to do 10 times summons. And this is where you boost the rate to have a chance of getting multiple 5 stars. But of course, it is quite hard to get multiple 5 stars, and the rates are extremely low. You have to get a little luckier. So what I want to give you guys is a summary over here of how to use the 1 times and also 10 times system to get a slightly improved rate. Now, we can scientifically prove this because of the data, but we can't 100% prove this, right? Because we don't have enough actual accounts to test this out. So here's a summary. Between 1 to 30 summons after your first 5 star, so after my Welt over here, let's say if Welt was summoned on a limited banner, on select banner. After that, if I still want to summon the banner, I do single summons, 1-time summons. So what I show you guys here, you click this button for 1 warp, right? You do this for 30 times. And if you don't get anything, do the next 40 summons for 31 to 70, do this 40 summons for 4 times 10 summons. And if you don't get anything, then go back to single summons between 70 to 80. And this ideally will give you the best chance of getting a 5 star and also the best chance of getting multiple 5 stars on the last go. Now, when I say getting multiple 5 stars on the last go is, if you want to get a jackpot, you do the 70 to 80 summon with a 10-time summon. And this is how most players will get the jackpot of 2 5 stars, because you are summoning between the 500% booster rate, and during that time, not only they get 1 5 star, they have a chance of a second 5 star. Now that we talk about all the method, let's try live with my account. So currently, if you remember, I was on 50 summons with my standard banner. So the standard banner works the same as the limited banner, but just doesn't have the limited character, right? If you're summoning the standard banner, only use the standard pass, guys. Don't use any of your stellar jade. Not worth it. And for the standard banner, it doesn't matter how you summon, but we still use the method. So here I'm between 50 to 70, and I want to go 10 times summons. We'll do this twice, and let's see how we go. Please be a rainbow. Is there a rainbow ticket? No. Yeah. Sometimes when you see the ticket, it turns into rainbow. And if the ticket turns into rainbow, you get a gold. If it doesn't turn into rainbow, you don't get a gold. So I already know my result before that. There's a lot of tricks I want to show you guys in the future. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's not bad. I mean, it's a mini conversation. But what I want to show you guys really is you don't get any 5 stars during this time because it's really, really rare. So the ticket did not turn into rainbow. So I know this is not going to be a 5 star. I'm so unlucky, guys. I usually get the lowest pity and the worst, outcome. I have to wait for the 76 summons. Let's see over here. Oh gosh, so many purple. They bombarded me with purple weapons. So yes, in the future, we'll talk about a video which you actually get multiple purples. And here you just saw, right? In the future, if you're looking for your character like Tingyou, if you're looking for a character like Shushen on the next banner, we'll talk about how to get multiple purples as well. There's actually a method like this one. So stay tuned and also subscribe because more Gatcha videos and also more rate improving guides will be coming. Now, hopefully you guys found this video helpful because as a free-to-play player and also someone who's really good with stats and also numbers, I want to give you guys all the information and make it easy for you. We'll have more builds and also more guides to roll into the different banners like weapon banner, standard banner, how to get more characters over weapons. And what I want to do is, please understand guys, this is not to encourage you to spend more money into the game. I want to encourage free-to-play gaming and also low spending in Gatcha games. I always want to recommend set a budget before you play the game. For me, currently it's only $5. I have only bought the monthly pass since the start of the game, but I have not bought anything. And notice how much free-to-play summons I have left. And this is why, pretty much free-to-play, I haven't used anything, right? So the goal is to get the most out of the game. I don't want you guys to somehow impulse. So knowing those numbers, knowing those rates will help you to not be kind of predatorily targeted by the Gatcha games. Because there's a lot of psychology behind this, and I want to give you guys a defense against that. I want to get you guys the most 5 stars without paying money into it. Now, before you go, and if you guys didn't know, we have a new YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out the behind the scenes and also fun clips and also more stories about us. And then you get to know me a little more personally instead of just reading the news and also the games, right? So I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So make sure you check this channel out if you're interested about Matt and also Uni. She's really funny too. And she's really shy. So I want to give her a surprise and do a shout out for the new channel to get some subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.